Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm here at Thorpe Park. I first came this year in March. It's been a long time. I've been meaning to come the last couple of weeks, but I've been putting it off for mental health reasons. But I'm finally here. I've heard a lot about Hyperia and its roughness. They did put those support braces on, if you've seen on social media. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that rides, even though they have taken them off. But yeah, there's been mixed stories about Hyperia. It's never been gloss smooth, but yeah, I'm here today to see how that rides. It's going to be a busy day today, 30 degrees as well, so yeah, I'm not looking forward to that aspect, but yeah, let's see how the day goes. Well, if you've been on social media the past 2 days, you would have seen this, the new artwork they've been using at the front of the park, at the entrance. Bit controversial this is really. It is AI generated. The park have not said that themselves, but it's not a good look, is it? It's not just Thorpe Park either. It's the first time I've seen them use AI. I'm sure they've used it elsewhere, but yeah, it's quite sunny, so I don't know how much detail you're going to be able to see, but I think you got the in-between car there. I think if you zoom in close enough, you'll be able to see the names of the characters on there as well. We got even the bits up there. Are they supposed to be the tops of palm trees? Where the hell are the palm trees? And then you got the Hyperia logo as well. That's the wrong logo, so it doesn't look good, but I suppose it's something because the screen was broken and it would have been nice to see a new screen, but I'd take it, that's very expensive. So when it was working, there was quite a few dead pixels on there, so it wasn't really a good look. It'd be a shame if this is not temporary. I'm hoping it is. I'm not the only one hoping that. Yeah, let's hope they do something like that in the future, because it's AI slop really. I don't normally comment on that sort of stuff and I just get on with my day, but yeah, very controversial. No, this skyline never gets old. All the coasters are testing, about 35 minutes to go until park opens. 10 AM until 5 PM in the park hours. Pretty short hours for the start of summer. Yeah, a very warm day today. I was hoping maybe they can open the park a couple of hours later during the day. They have done that in the past, but it's not that often. But yeah, it's a nice summer's day today. It's already pretty warm at this time of morning. But yeah, this is a fantastic skyline. It was always going to be better with Hyperia there. I wish that though was somewhere where Nemesis is, because that's where you walk out to. This is the view you hit. You've got a swarm on the right. You've got a tidal wave there. And the stuff behind it. A tidal wave probably will be a ride today on there if I can. I don't want to wait too long for it. It's not the end of the world if I don't get on it, but yeah, I think Hyperia will be the first one to go to. See how rough it is or not rough it is. When will people learn? Every time I've been to Thorpe Park with Hyperia here, it's just everyone just legs it to the ride. I'm hoping a lot of people will experience the ride of the opening procedure in the morning. I'm hoping they're walking and not legging it, because it's just not a good look, is it? You're going to get on it. It's not going to be a massive line. The whole park isn't filled yet. The park's only just opened, so there's no need to run. I get the excitement. I've done it in the past and I've regretted it. Yeah, I kind of get it and I kind of don't really. Everyone's just excited to get on that Mac Beast. I've not seen it testing yet. I've seen Colossus testing. I've seen Stealth, Tidal Wave, Quantum, Rush, Zodiac. They're all testing. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? The painted corkscrew. Even then, though, it still looks a bit rusty, but yeah, nitpicking now. Hyperia. And typical Hyperia, it's not opening straight on 10 o'clock. I think it's very rare that it does these days. Every visit I've been here, it has not opened at 10 AM. It can be up to about 12 o'clock, so. But I do say it's not going to be open for a while. I'll go and try some other rides, but then they're open 10 minutes later, so yeah, I'll just stick it around. I'm not going to get on loads of rides today. It's going to be a warm day. I'm just going to enjoy myself. The staff members have just said that it's going to be late afternoon if it does open. Normally I don't believe them when they say it's going to be an extended closure. Normally I'd give it a little bit of time like I'm just about to, but yeah, I'm going to go ride something else. Nemesis Inferno is nearby, and maybe go ride some Stealth. Nemesis Inferno is one of the best inverted coasters in the world, I think. You may think that's controversial, but I actually think it's great. There's some, like even in America, that I've experienced that are not as good. And I do like the theme on this. I just wish they repainted the whole track. I think they may have done some work in the past, but it's not looking as dark brown as it once did. I remember coming to the park just before they built this. One of my first visits to the park, all the fences up around this area. It's a great and rides very well. It's not glossy smooth, I didn't expect it to be, but it's one of the best rides for experience, very intense, got interlocking corkscrews, that vertical loop. Just the inversion's great on this. Yes, it's a short and sweet layout, but yeah, it's a great ride. Even Inferno opened 5 minutes after 10. The queues only just started moving. They announced over the Tannoy that had just opened. I wish they'd tested these rides much earlier in the day. They always did seem like they leave it till the last minute. Is it cutbacks on the maintenance team? I don't know, but yeah, it's not looking good so far. Yes, it's only just started. The park's just opened, but Stell's running with people on it, so that at least that's open. Yeah, hopefully it's not a long wait. Not much of the queue's got in there so far, so I reckon about 10 to 15 minutes of that. It is a B&M coaster. I'm hoping he's running on 2 trains though, so I could be eating my words. Nemesis Inferno is a fantastic ride, plenty of great inversion and really intense, especially after the turnaround after the second inversion. And some the corkscrews after that are really nice, interlocking, you can interact with the people below you, it's really fantastic. And I just love the whole theme, even though technically it's not a really immersive theme, I just love the feeling around the area. Yes, it's really disappointing it's on one train, it's not really acceptable, is it? Even if it's the park's fault, even if it's not, I don't know, it doesn't matter really. They should be getting 2 trains on these rides. It's not a great start to the day at Thorpe Park. I love that ride, but it's just a sour taste, isn't it really, when they don't get things up and running and they don't test things much earlier. Nemesis Inferno was only testing rather than last second. It's not a good look, so, but yeah, I'm going to try and get on stealth now. I think that might be on 2 trains, I'm not so sure, but it's only 25 minutes, so I'd take it is 2. I'm going to sound like a broken record, aren't I, with this, but every time I visit I say, you need to make the most of these intimate accelerators. The hydraulic launchers, they're not going to be here forever. This has been having some problems recently, the same with Retro at Alton Towers. Yeah, that's not a good look, but it's not the park's fault, is it really? The aging coaster, an aging model, everyone's replacing it for LSMs, but I really hope they don't replace it to LSMs on this, until they absolutely have to. So here we go, I just heard the brake fins retract, here it comes. Woo. You just can't beat that launch. It's just such an amazing feeling, and it runs pretty smoothly as well. Fantastic, and a little bit of airtime there as well. Let's get on, 25 minutes, so it's interim duty. You don't know how long we've got left with it.
See it again.
Absolutely amazing stuff it is. That hydraulic launch will never get old. It's a case of deja vu really, isn't it? It's the same every time I ride it. It's absolutely brilliant. I know I'm going to love it. And it's not really got any worse over the years for me. Maybe a bit less smooth like I mentioned before, but yeah, it's got new restraints on the trains as well. It's something I noticed on Nemesis Inferno. I don't think I mentioned that on my first visit this year on opening day, but yeah, they got new restraints on both the rides I've done so far. They're both great rides. It's such a shame about the operation. They are running 2 trains on this stuff, which is good news, but they did have a 10-minute downtime. They had to take people off the train, put them back in the station. I have no idea why they didn't announce it, but they did announce it when it reopened. And yeah, it was worth waiting around because I did see people leave. And normally you got to trust it, but give it 10 or 15 minutes, maybe a bit longer, then you can leave, go on something else if it isn't open. But yeah, it opened just on time. I say just on time, it opened again. And it was absolutely amazing. That launch is really kicks, doesn't it? It kicks in straight away. Up to, is it 2 seconds? 1.8, 1.9. I should know that the amount of times I've ridden it. Probably the most ridden coaster in the world for me. But it's that force as well, as you just about as you make the ascent up the top hat. That's so forceful. Look at that. That must be where you get the highest G on that ride. Behind me again, absolutely amazing. As you can see, there's quite a few checkered flags in the Amity Speedway area. I've never really noticed them before, they must be new. Yeah, a little tables as well, quite dirty to be honest. I wouldn't really want to use it as a table, but it's a nice touch actually. I wish something like that was permanent, but I guess you need more food space in the area. Absolutely amazing. I was just in the gardens behind Stealth to get a few pictures. It's so tranquil, so quiet back there. Such an amazing ride. I'm not rushing around today. I've done 2 rides, Nemesis Inferno and Stealth. I'm going to go and have a look over on the Swarm Island. If it's over 45 minutes, I won't bother. But don't need to rush around, like I said. Look at that beauty. Good little opportunity that. Just walking past Tidal Wave now on the way to Swarm Island, and it's perfect weather for it. 30 degrees. I think it's supposed to get maybe up to 32 in this part of the UK. Not far from London. It's just got to the top of the lift hill there. It doesn't actually splash quite far into this splash zone. It used to come over down here. You can see how far it goes. Quite disappointing really. You can go and stand up in the exit there, but yeah, I'd love to just be able to just stand there and get soaked. But it is what it is. It never gets old coming to this area of the park. One of the most well-themed parts of the park actually. It's got an actual theme. Some great touches as you walk into Swarm Island. I'm sure not all of it was here since it opened in 2012. But they got the crash plane wing here. Again, I've got the question for everyone. Is that actually a real plane wing? I don't think it is. I should know that as an aviation enthusiast, but I'm always doubting with myself. But yeah, it looks pretty real if they've tried. Yeah. I'm not sure if the flame effects were working or not. Not really noticed it when I was wetting over by Stealth. Here it goes again up the lift hill. I think it's 127 feet. Don't quote me on that though. And what you want to get is, I think it's the right side you want to get, because that's when you lean upwards, not towards the ground. Yeah, you want to be on the right side, because you're higher up then. But here we go, under the plane wing. And through the billboard. It's such a great moment. Such a great hand chopper, or head chopper, sorry, my bad. Then you got the tail of the plane. It's such a great ambience, it's such a great atmosphere on this area. That music's fantastic, isn't it? It's not very loud, as you can probably hear, but it just sets the tone really, and it's great during Friday nights. Absolutely amazing. They normally have a house, I say house, talking like I'm at Universal, but you know what I mean, this scam is down to the right side to the exit of Swarm. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what they've got coming this year. I think it's all going to be the same. There have been some new posters over by trailers, so maybe touch on that later on. Yeah, that water's quite grimy, but it does fit in with the theme. Maybe that's on purpose, I'm not actually sure. But I'm dreading, actually no. I don't think the queue's that bad. I'm not sure the queue goes behind the station there, so it could be quite a short queue for Swarm. I was expecting something like an hour when I walked over here. Yeah, again, I wish this was a longer ride. I'd rate it so much more than I do now, and I already rate it quite highly. Considering it's got vest restraints, it's still a great ride. Oh, 55 minutes. Should I wait? I'm not sure. I'll give it a few minutes. The Swarm is so graceful, isn't it? It's such a really good ride. I love it to bits really. You know my thoughts on the length of it. Wish it was longer, but that's alright. We had 45 minutes instead of 55 as advertised. It since gone down to 50 as I've got off, but the operations have been fantastic today. Typical B&M operations, when they're done properly, they're really good, and I really appreciate Thorpe Park for doing that. So mixed emotions really on the operations today, but the Swarm staff have been absolutely amazing. Keep that going. This head chop is absolutely fantastic. Disorientated. Don't know where to put the camera then. Yeah, fantastic moment. I do love this bit here. But like I mentioned before, there's so much wasted momentum after that. You hear brake run, and you feel like you do a couple more helixes maybe a few little pops of air time. Yeah, 50 minutes for this Swarm. And they have opened the, a bit of the queue line around here has changed. Well, I've changed the routing of it really. So you do walk down here, all the way down the bottom, then the other side of that fence there. Yeah, I went on the right side just so I could be higher up on the wing over drop. Fantastic ride. I think it's probably worth about 45 minutes max due to the length of the ride, but yeah, it's a really solid ride. It's 13 years old now and it still runs beautifully. Yeah, let's swarm. It's nice to see the park's got these misters. This is the only place I see them around the park that it's a shame that you can't have around the rest of the park. But it's nice that they got them. They're really cool. It's like they're bloating the air and water I use. Yeah, a mister basically. You get them a lot in American parks. I've seen them a lot in Florida. When I've been to places like Cedar Point, they usually have them. So yeah, you don't see them as much here, obviously, because you don't get some really sunny days a lot. But the next week or so should be pretty warm, so it would be pretty useful. Yeah, I'm probably going to give Thor on this. I may check this singer out and see if it's a short singer out of the way, but it can be uncomfortable, especially on a date like today when it's really warm. I'm just going to go and hang around the Hyperia area though for a bit, see what happens there. I did say late afternoon if it does open. That's in a couple of hours, so let's hope that happens. And also I know it's on Colossus, the queues are all the way by the area I've just walked. You can see the whole queue, so that means it's probably about an hour. Hard to guess. It's not worth the wait, Colossus. And maybe I'll just sneak a little peek around the corner. I can't see the queue. Oh, 25 minutes. Maybe they've not got an extended queue line open or something. It's such a shame that beach isn't opening today. Oh, it could open, but people are still waiting around the area. It's the sort of day you probably would open. It's so hot, people have got to take more breaks. You might as well just wait around and see if it opens. It is worth the wait. I just wanted to see if it's any rougher than it was. Because they did get rid of those braces that I was on about at the start of the vlog. They didn't have them on that long, so I wonder what they were doing. Testing maybe? I've just come over by where trailers is for Friday nights, and yeah, there is 2 new posters there. At least I think they are. That's what people have said on social media. I don't know too much about all the details of it. All I know is the Scammer is really good last year trailer. It's my second favourite after Dead Bitty. So I look forward to seeing this return. This is basically a confirmation, isn't it, if something like that's changed. So I think Jack Silkstone's got 2 clearer pictures of these posters. Yeah, I look forward to Friday nights. It starts at October the 3rd, I think. I already knew the dates. You can see 3rd to the 2nd November. Plenty of time to get some Friday night started. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that unlimited pass again. I did that, was it 3 visitors I think last year? It is useful, you do get a lot in, but it's quite a big expense. I think it was £100 it cost me. Yeah, I look forward to that returning trailers. They've finally got Nemesis Inferno on 2 trains. It's an hour long queue, so I'm not going to write it in now. But yeah, it's good to see they've changed it. Get more people through the line. It's a great ride, 60 minutes. It's about right for a summer really. It can be longer. I have seen it at an hour and a half, 2 hours before. Yeah, great ride. Great to see more people will be able to ride it today. Although I did probably wait, what was it, about 20-25 minutes earlier? Maybe a bit shorter than that. Yeah, I'm just walking around the park, seeing if there's any updates that I've missed really. There is the beaches open, but only the left side does it come from the dome. Remember, they've got some expansion plans which they've had to scale back on down there. If I've got time, I'll have a bit of a closer look. Yeah, back on 2 trains in Nemesis Inferno. I say back on 2 trains. It wasn't originally. Still nothing with Hyperia. I've got about 3 hours left of the day. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They did say late afternoon, like I said earlier, but I'm still hoping maybe they're open earlier than that. I have seen people walk behind this station down there, and the first one of the trains is in there. I don't know how good the quality is if you zoom in this far. I don't think you can sit here, but there is a train in there with water dummies on, and I'll take it the other ones in the maintenance shed. So yeah, hopefully they're just tweaking something. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're working on the train in the station. No idea. Hopefully it does open. I've just had to go get another bottle of water. These water refill stations, lifesaver. We're starting to feel a little bit nauseous. You've got to be careful not to dehydrate yourself on days like today. It may not always be really sunny, but it's still very warm. So yeah, we've had a mixture though. It's been a good day temperature wise. Just very warm. and I'll do anything to stand in that there. I think the gardening team put that on obviously to water the grass. Some of it looks quite dead down there. Yeah, looking after it. Look at this structure though, even when it's not open, it's fantastic. So yeah, I've just walked around the park still, having a nice relaxing time. Not done too much today, but I came into the day noting that really. The weather is quite warm, quite humid. It's not necessarily sunny all the time, but it's still very warm. But I've noticed this when I was coming into the park, where Saw Alive is. It used to be along here, and that was such a good scare maze. I really love that, but I think they were having issues with it sinking maybe. It doesn't look very safe there, does it? If I can zoom in. Sacrifice the quality still, but yeah, it doesn't look very good there, does it? Hopefully they get rid of it, because you don't want it to stick around and rot like it will be at the moment. Yeah, it's such a nice place to be though. There's actually a little bit of a breeze on the lake here, or on the water side. Yeah, I have a lot of these days at theme parks, especially abroad when I got multiple days at parks. Maybe if I have a 3-day trip, for example, I would always set aside one day to start just relax, just have a walk around, absorb the atmosphere, and it's one of those days. It's such a shame about Hyperia. I do think it is a heat issue though. They're not saying that, they're not admitting it. They probably do know what it is, but yeah, I just had a look at the Saw queue line as well. That's quite long, as well as the single rider, so I'm not going to bother with that. It's not worth it anyway. You're not missing out on much, because it's not very smooth. So yeah, just enjoy this little breeze that I have before I continue walking around the park. Look at this is interesting. I think there are 2 engineers on the track there, I can't really tell. But they got a lot of wires there or something. It might be their restraining system. But that's where the trim brake should be if they were installed. The brackets for them. I have no idea what they're doing, but really interested to see, because I walked from Saw and the misters that I was talking about, just to stay around the area, and then I came back this way, and this is the first time I've seen them. You got Samurai and Saw next door. Yeah, so it's all still running, but this isn't. Yeah, really interested to see that. The first time I've seen people on the track, other than during construction. So yeah, interesting to see what's going on. I don't think it's going to open now. It's probably about an hour and 20 minutes till park close. There's people on the track inspecting it or adjusting something, I don't know. But if they're going to install trim brakes, which I don't think they will, but if they do, oh no. It's not been a great day today. It's been very warm, very humid. It's that sticky weather, isn't it? It's me being a typical Brit moaning about the weather. Too cold, too hot. Can't win, can we? But yeah, it's not been unbearable. I have had hard days at theme parks, but yeah, I'm going to leave now, and I'm not staying right till the end. And that the last straw is that moment it's in those 2 engineers on the track for Hyperia. So I thought I'd leave now. I've done what I wanted to do. I've done a few rides. Nemesis Inferno, Stell, the Swarm. But yeah, it's a decent day for a hot and muggy day, but I would have loved to have done more. Even if the queues were 5 or 10 minutes, still probably wouldn't have raced around to do them multiple times. But it is what it is. Enjoyed the rides I've been on today. It's a shame about the operations. There's some issues here and there. I'm starting the rides on time, not opening the queues right on 10 o'clock. I wish they'd let you in about 10 minutes before 10 to roam around the park, but and you know the issues with this I showed you at the start of the vlog. I won't go on too much about that, because it's not my expertise, but yeah, and overall it's been okay. I will be back probably next month, but yeah, solid day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.